Here is a virtual delivery guide for the 2023 BMW 330e, the plug-in hybrid. My name is Denver, I'm a client advisor here at Parkview BMW in Toronto, Canada, and I'm gonna walk you guys through a virtual delivery guide for this car so you guys are prepared and ready for your actual delivery day, so you already know everything that's about it before you even come into the dealership. If you guys are my customer and your delivery is coming up soon for a 330e, and that's why you received this video because I sent it to you, thank you so much for your purchase. I appreciate it, and I hope you have an amazing delivery day. All right, everybody, let's get into the virtual delivery on the 2023 BMW 330 hybrid. So the example that I have behind me is pretty simple. It's a non-M Sport package, so just a base variant. I'm just gonna walk you guys through all the basics so that you're fully prepared with all the features of the car and orientation before you guys come in. The first thing is the key fob. So this is what your key fob is going to look like. If you have M Sport, you'll have some tri-colors there. First thing is your unlock button for the vehicle. The second one down, BMW, is the lock button for the vehicle. You have your trunk button and your alarm system. Now your trunk, if you press and hold, it is going to pop that trunk up automatically, regardless if you have the full power tailgate or not. The next one down is the alarm system. So if you press and hold the alarm system, it's gonna start going off. One click to deactivate. Then there is a small button at the bottom right here. If you press that in, that key will pop out, and that's basically your emergency key if your battery died. Now, when you come to the vehicle, if your battery does ever die, there is a little tab right here. You need to pop that tab out, and then you'll get access to the key. So you want to pull the handle open, press in with your finger, and that will pop out, and then you can put your key in there and open up your door manually to get inside. So you never actually be locked. Now, if you take your unlock button, you press and hold unlock on the vehicle, all your windows are going to roll down. And then the same thing, if you press and hold the lock button, all the windows will go up. Now I'm gonna walk through a couple things on the exterior before we hop into the interiors. First thing was the key fob. Next thing let's talk about is at the front. You do have active air vents in between your kidney grills and the lower bumper that will open up if you need extra cooling. So if you see sometimes it looks open and sometimes they look closed, not to worry, that is completely normal. Your fuel tank will not open just by pressing it here. You will need to hit the unlock button on the inside that I will touch on in a bit. The trunk area, if you wipe your foot underneath like that, it would open up on a normal vehicle. This one does not have comfort door access, so it won't utilize that. Or you can just press in right here. Now you do have standard sensors at the back and a backup camera as well. So it should be pretty hard to hit something with your vehicle. This is what the trunk space looks like in the 330 hybrid. You will have a latch here. This is going to do the 60 split, and this last one will do the 40 split for the last seat. Now your storage area up there and then down here as well. You can also pop that up and it will hold itself there with some extra storage space underneath, or you can lift up again, unclick, and it will go all the way back down, so you have that extra dip. Now this black bag is going to be housing your standard charger that comes with the vehicle. So if you open this up, this is the standard 120 volt electric charger that's going to come with the vehicle. This is the plug-in head right here, and you can mount that at home in your charging situation. When you want to charge your vehicle, you're going to come near the driver's door, and there is another panel right here. As long as your car is unlocked, you press and it'll open up, you plug in there, and it'll start charging. You do have some symbols here to let you know how your charging is going. So depending on your model, you could have comfort door access on your vehicle. So in order to activate that, as soon as you put your hand on the inside, it will automatically unlock. And then there would be 3 ribs here. You would press this and the doors would lock. There's also proximity, so it'll automatically do that when you walk towards the vehicle and automatically lock as you walk away from the vehicle with the key in your hand. On the mirror here, you do have blind spot monitor detection. So if this illuminates orange, that is somebody in your blind spot, and it is an auto dimming mirror for nighttime as well. Coming into the back seat, I'm just going to close them just by pretty much slamming them back, and they lock in place. There is a 20 split in the center here to open up just by clicking that button. The headrest here can rotate by that button, and then this one here will do the height. You got to click on both at the same time, and the height will go up and down. These headrests are height adjustable as well. As you pull up and then press this in to go down. Center console, you can pull out here as well, and then click this button, and you'll have 2 cup holders in the center. At the back, this third seatbelt can go up if you take this seatbelt, click it in right there, and it goes up and it will tuck up out of the way. All of your child safety latches. And then the last thing at the back that you need to know about, your own climate control and 2 USB-C ports. So your passengers can be extra comfortable. Now let's head into the front. Your door panel will be your central door lock and your seat save buttons. Once you have your seat in the desired position, you will hit set and then you'll hit your number 1. That will set your driver's seat as well as your outer mirror positions. Coming down, this is your child window lock for the back seats, rear windows, front windows, and then this is your mirror control. So if this is pushed to the left, you're gonna be adjusting your driver's mirror. This is pushed to the right, passenger mirror. One thing to note is with BMW, when you go into reverse, that mirror will fold down. If you do not want that feature to happen, make sure this is engaged to the left. And then this one is just a manual button for closing in the mirrors, but you can also set it to do that automatically as soon as you lock the car. Coming into the driver's seat, you have your light control switch and dimming for the interior systems. I usually leave it on auto, but if you want to control them, you can manually control them or just leave it on auto. Below that, you will have your hood release, 1, 2, and we'll take a look at the engine bay. You do have 3 years, 60,000 included service with the vehicle. So the main things that you need to know here in the winter time, this is where you're going to be tossing up your washer fluid. If you do need to offer a boost to anybody, this is your positive terminal where you'll connect. And then this one right here is your negative. Don't really need to worry about anything else inside the engine bay. Lower down on the door, this is the button to press and release for your gas tank. And this is a trunk release. If you just push your finger and pull up, your trunk will pop open. When you are adjusting your seat, you have forward, you have backwards, you have your backrest. Now this seat position will also, if you toggle up from the bottom, will raise it, it will lower it, and at the front, it will give you some additional adjustments right there on the pitch. Then there is a latch right here to get that extension. Coming into the inside of the vehicle, you have your turn signal stalk. Half a down is 3 turn signals, all the way down will hold it. High beams, or automatic high beams with that button. BC button will cycle through the widgets of information on here. You have your paddle shifters for manually gear selecting, your wipers, 1 up for automatic, and then your adjustments on how fast automatic will go. Your horn is in the center, just press down on the airbag. This is your cruise control. Turn on your cruise control, set your cruise control speed, resume, cancel. The right is infotainment, volume up, next songs, cycling through stations or songs on your playlist. And then this is your microphone, asking the BMW assistant for help, or your phone button. This is an adjustment menu for the iDrive 8 screen of what your layout will be or the content you'll see while driving. Then you have your large infotainment screen. I'm not going to go too in-depth with iDrive 8. I am coming out with a video for that in the future. So the time you're probably watching this is probably on my channel, or I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. But menu, music, back to menu, navigation, back to menu, your main menu, all of your apps inside the vehicle, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, FM radio, AM radio, all the stuff that you need. And if you just need to get into the climate menu, just always button at the bottom. There is quick save buttons at the bottom here. If you do want to save anything as that, you want to just press and hold on one of the widgets and then add to shortcuts and it will be saved. Coming down, you have your slimmer vents, volume control, and your power button, next song or back song, next song, your hazards, your defrost at the front, and your rear defrost. Coming down below, you have your cup holder area. This does close here. Press back up to open it. There could be a wireless charging tray in here, depending on the option you've asked for. USB port and a 12-volt converter with your 2 cup holders. Coming down, this is your engine start stop. It'll either turn on just the battery, your sport, your hybrid, and your electric. Now, starting at the top, this is traction control. If you press it once, you will go into stability control menu, and you can either do traction, which is DTC, or you can just turn all traction control off. I recommend just leaving your DSC stability control on all the time. This button will be filled in if you have the 360 parking camera. I'll leave a link down below for that as well. This is just to turn on your parking sensors so you can see what is around you. It will automatically turn on when you go into reverse. This is a battery control button or a battery hold. Battery charge is maintained at the current charge status while driving. Basically meaning it's not going to be using your battery. It's going to hold off on using your battery. Then you have your sport mode. This is going to be both electric and gas motor, and you can even have an extra boost mode. So it's giving you all the power possible. Coming down, you have hybrid mode. We're going to start it up so we can take a look at what hybrid mode looks like. So as you can see on the gauge cluster with hybrid mode, I'm going to change the layout so I can show you. But you will have blue is what you will do with battery, and everything above the blue will be when the gas engine is going to kick in. And then you have pure electric mode. So it's going to use the electric until the battery is depleted, showing you're only going to get about 60% of the power from the vehicle, and you're going to get topped out at about 140 if you try to drive that fast, all the way until the battery is depleted. Once the battery depletes, it does switch over automatically to the hybrid mode. Now your gear shifter is brand new for 2023. To go into reverse, with your foot on the brake, you press forward, and now you'll see the backup camera. Drive is back. One more, and you go into sport mode. And to park the vehicle is that P right there. Now, if you are in, say, reverse and you just shut off the vehicle, it's automatically going to go to park anyway. Then you have your iDrive controller, short key buttons for media, home, map, nav, and telecom. And then you have controls. So it's kind of like a dial. You'll see here as I rotate up and down, dialing, and then pressing down is enter. And then you can also go back, or click back button, option button. And the last two down here are your auto hold and your parking brake. Parking brake will automatically be activated with your auto hold. And same thing, as soon as you go into drive and you try to take off, it will deactivate. Auto hold will basically just hold your parking brake at a red light for you so that you don't have to have your foot on the pedal. Now coming up, this is a standard auto dimming mirror. And if you do have the universal garage door opener, you have 3 buttons here to program in your garage door. Coming up, you have your light buttons and then your sunroof control. For sunroof control, pressing forward is closing. So right now it is vented. To cancel the vent, you just press upwards. The vent will be canceled. Now if the sunroof is open, by pressing back, to close it, you press forward. And then after it's closed, you press it again and the sunshade will come forward. Vice versa for going backwards. Then you have the SOS button. Click that button to call in for help. All right, that's everything I have for my virtual delivery guide on the 2023 330 Hybrid. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.